Good morning. Today is Sunday, July 27th. It is 10:40 a.m. So, I've been up since like 6:30. I went to go do the laundry, meaning I had to go to the actual laundromat. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. At least I am healthy enough to take my stuff to the laundromat. I have money to wash my clothes. I have clothes to wash, and all of those things. But since I've gotten up this morning, I've been talking to myself all morning. And excuse the stuff here, some things you don't dry. Well, I don't dry, so I just have them hanging around. But um, I've been talking to myself all morning. I'm not crazy. I'm not. But I've been talking to myself all morning. And I've just been really like reflecting and just really taking a moment with myself. For the most part, majority of the time, I'm always by myself. Um, but today, for some reason, my thoughts are heavy. My motivation is to do, to achieve, to be seems extra strong. Um, this morning when I woke up, the last couple of days since Wednesday, I would say, every time I laid down, like if I laid on the couch, I went to sleep. If I sat up, I went to sleep. Like just knocking out 20-minute naps here, 25-minute naps here, just sleep, sleep, sleep to the point I was like, wait, like is something like what was happening here? Why I keep falling asleep? So a friend of mine said to me, well, maybe that's your body recovering, right? Recovering because I am still getting up every day at 4:30 a.m. to hit the gym, except Saturday and Sunday. Usually on Sunday I will still go to the gym, but I'm gonna change that up some, and I'm going to like start running or go like going to a park or something, running and walking. But yeah, I've been getting up. So from at 4:30, I get up to get myself ready to be at the gym 5 o'clock, 5:15, the latest. From the gym, coming home, showering, getting myself together to go to work. Leave work depending on the time. Come home, cook dinner, do whatever it is that I have to do. So there's like really it's nonstop until I get into bed. Most nights I get into bed at 7 o'clock, but I don't fall asleep until later. So I said, okay, well, maybe my body is repairing itself. So I was okay with that. But just thinking about all of that, I really, thought about how I am really in this journey of being better, um, feeling better, looking better, thinking better, all of those things literally by myself. And what I mean by that is that if I don't get up to go to the gym or don't feel like getting up going to the gym, nobody is there to say, well, Chris, you get up and go to the gym. Why are you not going? I am my own accountability partner. Um, I am the one who, like, I haven't, I really don't have anyone to say, get up, go to the gym. What, you didn't go? I mean, I have people who throughout the, like, will ask me when the day has already started, did you go to the gym today? But if I say no, okay, what they gonna say? But I mean, literally someone get like next to me or calling me like, hey, you up? You ready to go to the gym? Or hey, get up, you going to the gym, right? I don't have that. So to me, it's like I really have to really truly have that mindset of I'm my own accountability partner. Me eating right, me doing all of the things, getting my steps in, all of those things, it all falls back on me. Not that nobody doesn't care about my journey. Not that, you know what I mean? But it's just one of those things that um, it's me. You know, nobody cares if I eat bad. Um, not like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, it's hot in here. Wait, I was trying to keep that off because it makes a little noise, but baby. Your girl's sweating in here. But anyway, like, there's no one that's gonna say, oh, you shouldn't eat that, or anything like that. So I was thinking about that, and just really, I hear people say, like, so I gave up drinking for 30 days, but for two reasons. But I tell everybody, when they ask me, it's like, oh, I gave that up because I'm looking at it like, wait a minute, I'm drinking my calories. And that's not making sense, So, and I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I was drinking a glass of wine like every night when I got home, preparing my meal or whatever the case. Your girl was drinking a glass of wine. That really doesn't make sense. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give that up. Also, it's something that how can I say it? I promised God that I'm not going to drink for 30 days. And I don't have a drinking problem at all. But when you're really trying to get fit and healthy and do all of those things, a glass of wine has a lot of calories. So, those are the main reasons. But when I tell people that, I've gotten, what do you drinking wine have to do with going to the gym, or just different mixed things, and I realize that if a person is not on the same journey, they're not going to understand, right? They're not. So I've also decided not to share as much and just do what it is that I need to do for me. I also feel like this journey that I'm on can also feel lonely, very much so lonely, because I don't think if someone is not in the same mindset as you on doing different things, they don't care. They can only be as supportive as they know how to be within a situation that you're going through. But it can be lonely. It can be a very lonely place when you sitting up here and you meal prepping, or you sitting up here measuring your food, or you're like, no, I'm not eating that, or I can't eat this, and just different things that I choose for myself. It can be lonely because a lot of people don't understand. And even though I have a friend or two that's in the fitness world, we don't live near each other, and their level on where they are at with fitness is a little different than mine. Like, they up there, they've been doing it. I'm fairly new to doing it. I've always worked out in some way, or was always interested in working out, but me feeling like, oh, I had to have a workout partner, or I had to have somebody to do it with me, or not do it, but someone to show me how, or me being afraid or feeling awkward going to the gym and picking up weights, not knowing if I was doing it right, and all of that other stuff sometimes prevented me from doing it. But now there's no stopping me. As long as God wakes me up every morning and my feet touch the ground, I'm going to the gym. And then when I don't know, I either YouTube it, I ask like my one or two friends, or I've had personal trainers before, so I do know certain things as far as in your form, how your form should be with certain things. I do feel my body getting stronger. I see a difference in my clothes. When I step on the scale, when I step on the scale, I be wanting to fling that damn scale out the window. But then I was like, no, Chris, don't worry about it. You got this, because I notice it in how my clothes fit. My clothes fit different. So I'm like, okay. And they always say you can't necessarily look at the scale. You should really judge it by your clothes. But anyway, I say all of this to say it's a lonely place trying to be better, do better, feel better, and do all of those things on top of setting other goals outside of fitness. Like even my YouTube, I don't think that a lot of my friends really understand. I don't even know if some of them even watch me. Like every once in a while, I'll see like somebody pop up that actually know me. But for the most part, I don't know if they're like following. And I think that's because maybe they don't understand. I don't know. But this is so much. This is me being out of my comfort zone, even doing YouTube. It really is, because I know that the internet is brutal, brutal. But I am challenging myself to do different things. In this part of my life, I just want to challenge myself to be better, to do better, and step out and step out of my comfort zone. So your girl has stepped out of her comfort zone in so many different ways. It's not even funny, but yeah, I don't know. And then too, the other day we had a block party, and two younger women. They had to be early 20s. They said to me, "Your body is tea." I said, "Me?" And that, if I didn't have the motivation to keep going, when they said, "Oh, your body is tea," this body is tea, baby, I'm keep going. So thank you to them two young ladies that even gave me more motivation, because if my body is tea now, I can only imagine what it's going to be in a couple of more months. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on. This video is really not about nothing. I do have a video coming. I bought so many things. I bought so many things. I don't, but I'm going to do a haul next weekend. Next Sunday, you'll get that haul. And it's just showing you guys all of the things I bought. But this video is recorded today and will be posted today. I'm not doing editing and all of that. This is just how I was feeling, thoughts in my head, and just feeling good about myself, feeling accomplished. You know, yesterday I meal prepped for the week, and somebody said to me, I said to them, "Oh, I'm meal prepping," and he said, "Oh, okay, you doing it." He said, "Oh, okay, you real motivated," is what he said. And I said, "No, I'm trying." And he said, "No, you're doing." And I said, "You know what? I am. I'm doing it. You know, I'm doing it, and I'm my own. I am my own. What's the word I'm looking for? I am my own cheerleader. I'm my own cheerleader. I'm proud of myself. You know, I wish I would have started before. So many different things before. Oh, I wish I would have had this mindset before. But you know what? It's okay, because I have it now. I have it at this very moment. I have it now. And I'm just, like I said, I'm happy. Yeah. So, yeah, just I'm gonna keep pushing, keep moving. And you know what I thought about too, me having, because you know, when you live by yourself and you single and all of those things, you really become like your own best friend, right? So when I tell you I be having these conversations in my head, I really be having these whole entire conversations in my head. Like, "Chris, you got this," and "Could you believe so and so said?" Yeah, it goes down in my head. It goes down. But I was also thinking about dating. Can I date? What? Baby, these men out here, so I realized I'm not going to stay on this topic long, because I do want to do a whole like life update. But I do meet people. I do. I meet them. I meet them. I do. I meet them. A lot of interesting characters. For the most part, all of them are nice looking, you know. But that is a great example of, just because they're nice looking on the outside does not mean that the inside is all together. And you know what else I realized? Us as women, we always say that we are healing from whatever. So are our men. Our men are healing, or need to heal. Let me say that. Some of our men really need to heal, because they have gone through trauma in one way or another. And that trauma is being rolled off on us when they're trying to date, or we're trying to date them, or whatever the hell you want to say. Baby, the trauma, you're not like, and don't put that on me. I did the work to heal from my past trauma or whatever it was that I've gone through. I can't be, like I said, I ain't gonna get into it, because if I get into it now, baby, this video is gonna be about 2 hours. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait to that. And you guys probably see that the wall back here is a different color. That is also an example of me sitting here by myself, looking around and like, dang, it's too white in here. Like, it was just too cream, white, beige, whatever you want to call it. So I had to add some color. Spare the moment. Got up, Home Depot, and had to get to it because I needed some color, because it was driving me crazy just looking at it like that. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, this video is probably all over the place, but I just needed to get some of the thoughts out of my head and talk to someone. And I said, why not talk to you guys? And I just want to add this too. It's not easy getting up and saying to yourself, I want to be better, I want to do better, I want to change. By far, it is not easy. It is not. It is not easy. The easy part is saying what you want to do. That's the easy part of saying what you want to do. You know, how you want to see yourself. All of that is easy. And even sometimes, not even gonna lie, that's not easy, because sometimes people don't know what they want. They don't. The hard part is getting up and doing it. That's the hard part. And what I will say is that, like, even with me with the gym, I always wanted to fall in love with the gym. I always wanted to romanticize about the gym, like, oh, I'm gonna be this gym girly, putting on my gym sets. I hated the gym when I first started going. I'm like, ugh, like, I hated the gym. And went from hating the gym to, oh, okay, liking the gym, to, oh, okay, to loving the gym, to now the gym being, I don't want to say an addiction, but I guess I can say an addiction. It's something that I have to do. It's steps, you know, and it takes baby steps. And the first time when I started going, I wasn't consistent. I started going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes once a week, two times a week, 3 times a week. Now it is 5 times a week. So I work out 6, but it's 5 times that I go to the gym. And I love it, but it wasn't easy. It's not easy giving up the alcohol for 30 days, you know, and when 30 days come, I may say, you know what, I'm not going to do it at all. I don't know. But it's not easy. I went to go eat yesterday, and I went to Patrizi's, and Patrizi's have the best lemon drops. Girl, I was sitting there like, ooh, I want a lemon drop, but your girl didn't do it. I stuck with her water. I have a bottle of XXL in there now that I didn't open that I'm looking at, and I'm like, yep, not going to do it. Not going to do it. So it's not easy. It's not easy. But what I do know is I want to be a better version of myself, and that's what's pushing me. And so if you're like me and you don't really have anybody that's on the same page as you at the moment, somebody that's not gonna hold you accountable and all of those things, that's okay. Be your own best friend. Be your own accountability partner. Be your person that's going. Be your own motivational coach. You know, it's nice to have those things, but when you don't let that stop you from doing the things it is that you need to do. Get up and do it. Like I said, even if you have to talk yourself into it. That's me. I promise you, all day today I've been talking to myself. All day, like, I'm not talking out loud, but the thoughts in my head, you know, I'm talking, and just, I don't know. But I'm really proud of myself, really happy for the person that, like I said, I'm becoming, and the work that I'm putting in. But once again, Don't wait for anybody. Just get up and do it. If it's to start that business, if it's to start a YouTube, if it's to start your health and fitness journey, whatever it is, get up and do. Don't wait for somebody else to pat you in the back or be a cheerleader to tell you that you can do it. You do it. Only person you need is yourself and God. God first and then you. That's it. That's it. That is all. So I don't want to make this video too long. I've already been talking for 20 minutes. Like I said, it is now 11 o'clock. I did the laundry, put it up, ate breakfast already. I need to mop and do some other things around the house. But like I said, let's make this week great. Let's continue pushing ourselves, or let's make tomorrow the day that you start your new journey on whatever that is. But be your own cheerleader, okay? Until the next time I see you guys, I hope you guys have a blessed, amazing week. And remember, be kind, because you never know what somebody is going through. You never, ever know. So be kind, flourish. What the? You know what I'm saying. And just be the best you that you can be. Okay? So until next weekend, I'll see you guys then. Bye.